Next princess look. So she has, obviously it's not green, but the best I can do, blue and green goes together. So she has like a long, really pretty tulle skirt with a ribbon hanging down flowers. So that's gonna be my interpretation of her skirt. Top I have here is this pretty green crop top, and she has like a cream detail with her top. So I'm gonna wear this little thing underneath it. Now for the hip piece. She has like leaves in her hair. Don't have anything like that. The closest thing I do have is like this flower rose detail. Pink and green go together. Here to mimic her crown. Yeah. So this is my version of Tiana. Remember, it's all about using what you got and spending absolutely no additional money. Hey guys, so sorry that this video is coming up a day late, but I worked late and there was no way that I was going to be able to, sorry, TV downstairs. There was no way I was going to be able to record when I got home. I didn't get home until around midnight. But anyway, so I'm going to do Princess and the Frog today, and I'm going to skip the face makeup, the base makeup, because you just watched the first video that I did with Cinderella, but I wanted to come on and do her hair. So she has a little tendril here, a little curly thing right here, a little curly thing right here, and of course the one right in the middle. And then with the rest of my hair, I think I'm gonna do like kind of a, make sure I don't pull all the tendrils out. Back in my, but kind of do like a French roll type of deal. Something like that. Take some bobby pins, pin it all down. Okay, and just run my hands through it. Definitely get some gel to help define my curls. Oh, forgot I didn't do this. Alrighty, okay, I'll be back. Alright guys, so I got my costume on. Instead of the little flower headband I had, I kind of wanted something that looked like her leaf crown. So I had a couple of cat ears and I just kind of paired it together, cat ear headbands, and I don't know, I kind of think it feels like what she has, like the leaf crown on her head. But I wanted to come on, I already have my face on, but I have ColourPop. I got a couple of things from their Disney villain collection, and the villain in Princess and the Frog, I can't even say his name, sorry guys, without messing it up. I was like, what's appropriate? I'm gonna use a highlighter from this pilot, from this little collection. There you go. I'm gonna get my little brush here. And I put my highlighter right here. And on the tip of my nose. And then right here. She had like a necklace. So, a necklace too. Alrighty, so that's my highlight. I'll be back. Okay, and I lined my lips with a brown lip liner, and I got this from the ColourPop Princess collection, and it's Tiana, her lipstick color, so why not? I'm dressing up like her. Yeah. So go ahead. Hopefully I'm staying in the lines. And then, I don't know, I like the packaging. I like to keep the box. And from the Villains collection, he has a lip gloss that we'll put on top. Alrighty, so there we go. So this is my final Tiana look. What do you guys think? The little curls. I made the little crown as best as I could. Did a little French roll in the back. Got my green and a little cream right here. Yep, so that's my finished Tiana look. I hope you guys enjoyed my 2 costume ideas. I did more glam this year, but yeah, one of my 2 favorite princesses of Disney. I'm glad I got to do that. Hey guys, so to the Q&A as Tiana. I had a lot of fun this Halloween. Right, Ike? Right, baby? So the next question I got was if I could change anything in my past, what would it be? I think I would have stayed in Connecticut, in college, at Connecticut College, instead of coming back home to OSU. I made some great friends there, still friends with them to this day. But I should have stayed in Connecticut. I should have got my degree there and just been more conscious about my eating disorder and just more prepared. I basically just wasted money the 2 years I was there, and if I could turn back the time and know what I know now, I would just take college very seriously, get my degree from Connecticut College, and I was studying art history and anthropology, and just finish in the 4 years. But yeah, that's one thing, if I have to look back, I definitely regret wasting money and time, because it was my money and my time. Didn't know it at the time because I'm still paying for it, but yeah, that's one thing I would change. Another question I got was if I had to pack up right now and leave the country, what country would I go to? And that's kind of hard. I definitely want to start traveling a lot more, and starting 2020, just get out the country. It will be somewhere in Africa. There's so many countries in Africa, and I just like to learn more about that beautiful continent. Maybe start, I have no idea, but I know it will be somewhere in Africa. Be like Nina Simone. But yeah, I definitely would go to the African continent just to know more about myself, my ancestors, and just learn all the different cultures of that beautiful continent. The next question I got is, what career path do I see myself taking on the future? I definitely want to do something entrepreneurial. I want to work for myself. I've been working since I've been 13, 14, babysitting some capacity, and always working for someone else, another company, no matter. So I'm at the age now that I just want to start working for myself. I've been getting all of my licenses and claims, property and claims, and auto. So I'm thinking about going to that aspect, working for myself, as well as something in the optical arena in regards to visual impairment and blindness. I don't know, I just got a lot of ideas, so hopefully the other half of my life I can see that into fruition. If I could have, the next question is, if I could have dinner with anyone, living or alive, who would it be? Um, I definitely would love to sit and talk with alive. She's alive. Um, First Lady Michelle Obama. I don't know. She's just extremely inspiring to me as an intelligent, beautiful Black woman, and I got her book on Audible and listening to her story, and just, I don't know. I would just love just to meet her and just talk with her and get to know her. Now, if I had to pick someone that's no longer here, that has since passed, that definitely would be Maya Angelou. I absolutely love her writing, her poetry, her books, her speeches. I got to see her speak one time, and I was in high school, and all I remember was, I mean, she was just talking regular, it wasn't a poem or anything, and she just touched me, and I just cried. I would just love just to sit there and soak up her knowledge, and just, I don't know, that would just be amazing. The other question is, what is one conspiracy theory I actually do believe in? Um, I do kind of believe in ETs, aliens, other life outside of the Earth, Area 51. I think with every little myth there is a little sprinkle of truth. So I do believe that we can't possibly be the only conscious living beings in the whole entire freaking universe. My mind just can't wrap around that concept that we're that special. So if I have to believe one conspiracy theory, it would have to be about abductions, aliens, Area 51, most definitely. Now, the next question is, if I had to fight for one global cause, for the rest of my life, what would it be? I'm really into, right now in real life, not just as a concept, but sustainability. I hate over consumerism. I hate the idea that you have to buy more to be validated or be worth anything. Just the environment. I hate animal cruelty. So I try to buy as much makeup products and hair products that are cruelty free. I care about the reduction of using fossil fuels, plastic. I don't know. So if I had to lump it all, I'm really big on civil rights for African Americans, for people of color, marginalized individuals, culture, societies. So if I have to pick one, which would be really, really hard, it's just the environment, because I feel the environment is not only the earth ourselves, but the people on it too. So if I had to pick one cause to fight for the rest of my life, it will be regards to the environment. The next question is, if I could travel back in time to any historical event, which time period would it be? That's a really good question. I definitely would want to travel back to the civil rights in America, just to be part of that movement, understand the struggle, just understand the context of what they had to fight for and do for me to be able to have freedoms and liberties that I have now, and also understand what I could take from them to apply to the difficulties that we are facing as African Americans in this country. So even though it is not something that is a pleasant experience, I would definitely want to be part of the civil rights movement, involved in the NAACP something. I would want to be part of that movement to understand my history and understand and not to take voting for granted, which I never do, and I always vote, but not take voting for granted, not take any of the freedoms and liberties that I have right now for granted, to understand what they had to go through to give us what I have now. So if I had to choose to go back time, not any particular historical event, but just be part of that civil rights movement altogether. And this will be my last question for this Q&A. I have more questions left, so I will definitely try to wrap that up sometime in a video in November for you guys. But the question is, what one book changed my life? And gosh, I'm trying to think what book changed my perception of myself. Killing the Black Body, that's a very, very heavy read, just about the historical background of the sexualization of the Black woman body. And yeah, I would definitely say that was a book that definitely changed my perspective. Also, another book that changed my life was I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Just hearing that Maya Angelou's story and what she had to go through, basically, yeah, that was a good read. The Bluest Eye from Toni Morrison. I remember reading that back in high school, and that also opened my eyes, because in high school I was extremely very, very, very self-conscious about being dark-skinned. My best friend, I love her to death still. She never made me feel weird, but she was the opposite of the spectrum. Very pretty curly hair, light-skinned, whatever. So I grew up in the 80s, 90s, and it was just really, really hard. So reading The Bluest Eye, I really, really understood what the main protagonist was going through. So yeah, those are a couple of books that definitely changed my life. Now guys, thank you so much for hanging in there with me. Sorry I wasn't able to do this yesterday, but I really, really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for your support and hanging with me while I try to figure out my YouTube schedule. When I feel the move and the creativity to make a video, that's when I do it. So I'm not going to put any pressure on me. I do this for fun, and I do this to connect with people online and share our stories. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like I always say, love yourself, embrace your uniqueness, and be the good. I had to remember my own saying. Bye guys. So this is the dog's costumes this year. Ike's gonna be Darth Vader, and Roxy's gonna be a cup of noodles. We got Roxy, come on. Ike's a cup of noodles. Ike's a cup of noodles. Roxy, Rara. Roxy, come here, girl. Good.